Since I was a teenager, I've dreamt of crossing Russia from the Baltic Sea to the Pacific Ocean. Well, it's taken me somewhat longer than I ever expected, but today we'll begin the final leg of this journey. A few days' travel from here on Russia's rugged eastern coast is a town called Sovietsky Gavan, or Soviet Port, which I think would be a fitting end to our mammoth journey. Join me. Well, before we leave old windy Blagoveshchensk, I want to show you an interesting geographical feature, and that is this: the waters of the Amur River, which since 1858 has been the border between Russia and China, and that is China. Over there, that town is China. Ni hao men, China. And if you look down that way, well, there's Mongolia somewhere. And down that way, well, that's North Korea. Which demonstrates once again just what a leviathan of a nation geographically Russia really is. How it's got 1 foot in Europe and 1 foot firmly here in Asia. And that's why it's taken so bloody long to cross it. All right, let's get to the railway station and go to Soviet Port. Flipping heck, it's windy. Did you hear anything of what I just said? Probably not. Never mind. Ветерный город ваш. Блин, всегда так погода?
Не всегда.
Не всегда, да?
Не, это просто часто.
Ага, понятно. Понятно.
Да, не, ну я бы сказал, вы хорошо знаете.
Спасибо за комплимент. А вы говорите на английском?
Нет, плохо.
Плохо, да? Ладно. Ну, в Благовещенске, наверное, не надо.
Да, в Благовещенске больше китайский.
Лучше китайский, да. Вы говорите китайский?
Нет.
Ну ладно. Просто русский достаточно.
Да,
Хорошо.
не силен, да.
Ладно. Спасибо вам.
Да не за что.
Удачи.
Вам тоже удачи, хорошего путешествия.
Спасибо. До свидания. Здравствуйте. Ближайший поезд Биробиджан. Когда это? И место есть еще сегодня, да?
Сегодня от нас пойдет скорый фирменный поезд 35-й Благовещенского барства в 19:45. В Биробиджане будете завтра 24-го в 7:52 утра.
Well, we have a ticket to our first stop on our journey towards the Pacific coast. And that is to Birobidzhan, the capital of what is the Jewish Autonomous Region. It's an overnight train. Overnight, flipping heck. Does Russia not do normal journeys like 1 hour or 2 hour? Why does every journey in Russia have to be like a minimum of 12 bloody hours? Anyway, train gets in at 7:45. Let's now go maybe for a coffee in Starbucks. Oh no. Instead, let's go for a burger in Oh no. Well, just have to wait here then. Путешествие без доширак в России нехорошо. Дайте, пожалуйста, красный. Тинькофф?
Мне без разницы.
Не
Я не
знаю.
на излечение.
Нет? Ну, английский карта не работает здесь, из Англии. Только русский карта. Ну, санкции, блин.
А наша
вы
не работает
понимаете.
у вас.
Да.
А что сюда?
Ну вот, это жизнь. Пока, спасибо. Well, I would like to thank Tinkoff Bank for being the unofficial sponsor of today's video. Because without Tinkoff, I'd have to carry cash around because my British bank card obviously doesn't work here because of sanctions. So thank you, Tinkoff, for giving me a card and allowing me to travel without a load of bloody rubles in my pocket. Our train's here, let's jump on it.
Шестое место, проходите.
36, да? Спасибо вам. Allow me to show you the two wonderful things about this train. One is we can open the flipping window and let some lovely fresh air waft in. Some nice Siberian air. And number two, check this out. In the corridor, we have a big old computer screen where you can look at the internet and our favourite websites. No internet just now, but maybe in the night time, maybe in the night time, I can come out for a cheeky session. We shall see. Anyway, so far, no one else is in here, which is a good thing, because as much as I like the Russian people, they are snorers. So hopefully I've got it all to myself. We shall see. On the overnight train to the Jewish Autonomous Republic. Bye-bye. Blagoveshchensk. Short but sweet, and very windy. Спасибо. Ага. Только я буду здесь?
Пока не знаю.
Да?
Дальше не
Супер.
знаю.
Хорошо. Ooh, that's good. No snoring tonight. Ресторан дальше, да? Нету ресторана, а на билет было написано, что ресторан есть. Нет, есть, я знаю, что есть. Вы шутите. А, она шутите со мной? Да? Хорошо. Вау. I asked the provenitsa if there was a restaurant, and she said there's no restaurant. She was trolling me. Because there has to be. If there isn't, how am I going to meet some drunken nutters? Ресторан есть на поезд? Да? Через вагончик, да? I knew she was trolling me, cheeky little Russian. Здравствуйте. Хорошо, буду, спасибо.
Какое знаете?
О, блин, хорошо. Я хочу русский пиво, конечно.
Русский пиво, Балтская тройка, Балтская.
Я за Россию. Хорошо, Балтская 3, пожалуйста. Первый раз я кушал чипсы из тарелки. Так, если вы любите. Спасибо вам большое. Before the Russian Revolution, the Jews in the Russian Empire were constantly suffering from persecution and pogroms from their non-Jewish neighbours. And so in the 1920s, leading Jewish communists approached Stalin and asked if they could have their own Jewish homeland here in the USSR, where they would be safe to practice their beliefs. Sure, Stalin said, I know just the place. And so the Jewish Autonomous Region was formed in the mosquito-ridden swamps of eastern Siberia. Jews from all over the empire and from abroad moved to the region and built the first ever official Jewish homeland. In your face, Israel! However, due mainly to the harsh climatic conditions and then subsequent immigration, the population of Jews there now is practically zero. But we're going to go there and see if we can find some Jewish hints of the past in deeper Siberia. We're going to go Jew hunting. Sounds like something out of Inglourious Bastards. But anyway, that's the plan for tomorrow in Birobidzhan. I'm with my two new Russian friends. This is, what is your name?
Alexei.
Alexei, and this is his father,
Ruslan.
Ruslan, on the station of Belgorsk and Golden Lenin. Kуда вы?
Мы?
Да.
Домой.
Иркутск.
They're going to Irkutsk, the other direction from me. Сколько часов это будет?
Это двое суток.
48 hours on a train to Irkutsk. Вы будете чуть-чуть? Чуть-чуть.
Чуть-чуть.
Чуть-чуть. Just a a couple.
5 капель.
Это Россия же.
Мы ебем баб.
Другой человек.
Баба.
А баба, конечно,
Да,
баба.
да. Мы ебем баб. А тем, что они нам
Да.
не дают. Не дают
Ноги.
ебать.
А, мы хотим ебать.
Да, они не хотят. Да, они не хотят.
Это моя
Они
жизнь.
no.
Это моя жизнь. Alexei is a Bitcoin miner and he has machines in his house to mine Bitcoin because electricity is very cheap in Russia. Check it out. Покажи нас. Wow. Блин. Можно зарабатывать деньги из этого? Да?
Да.
И много людей здесь в России это делают?
Потому что в Иркутской области
Да.
электроэнергия дешевая.
Да.
И у нас профицит этого электричества. И
Да ладно.
дешевое
Вау.
электричество, и можно зарабатывать на этом деньги.
I'm moving to Irkutsk and becoming a Bitcoin miner. Well, that's it from the first day of the journey. Tonight I'm going to have a good night's sleep, I think, because for once there's no snorers in my coupe, just me all on my own, thank God. So I'll see you bright and early when we pull into Birobidzhan, the capital of the Jewish Autonomous Region. See you then. Spocky Nocky. Good morning from the Jewish Autonomous Region. It's beautiful. Спасибо. До свидания, удачи. Спасибо. Well, welcome to Yiddish Birobidzhan. Check it out. I was worried we weren't going to find any traces of the Jewish past of the autonomous region, Jewish autonomous region. But we've come outside and look what there is. A big old Jewish thing. What's it called? A flipping candlestick holder, a menorah. That's it. Outside the railway station. Welcome to flipping Birobidzhan. Wowzers. Shalom Birobidzhan. And over here is something else we're going to check out. A little statue. Let's go and see what it is. Flipping heck, it really is flipping Jewish here. This is a statue that represents the very first settlers, the hardy men and women who came from all over the empire to build their lives here in Birobidzhan, in the Jewish Autonomous Oblast. The Russian government gave them land because they wanted to develop this part of the country. It was very underpopulated, it still is really. But these people took a chance. They moved here from Belarus, Ukraine, all over the place, Poland, to here, to settle on this land and to build it up and to build their lives. Wow. Interesting. Mazel tov. All right, let's head to the centre and look for some Jews and Jewish culture. Even here, so far from Europe, you're reminded of the sacrifices the Soviets made in the Second World War. And what's interesting about this memorial in Birobidzhan is the amount of Jewish family names you see here. Gens, Geichmann, Greenberg. It's not something we often think about. We always think about the Jews in the Second World War as just being victims. But we must remember that many, many, many from the Soviet Union fought against the Nazis. У вас есть что-то на еврейский язык? Ну, газету или что-то?
15 рублей, пожалуйста.
Хорошо, сразу.
Сегодня свежая, вот Биробиджан Штерн.
О, интересно.
Очень интересно.
Да?
Да, я
Хорошо.
уже смотрела.
Давай Тинькофф.
Все, убирай.
Тинькофф работает? But guys, look what I bought. It's not Babushka's Secrets, but it is the Birobidzhan Stern. And it's in flipping Yiddish and Russian together. Look at that. For the Jewish people, there is still Jewish life here, all the way in Siberia. How interesting. I mean, I would rather it was Babushka's Secrets, but still, pretty interesting. The Birobidzhan Stern. Well, a babushka just told me that the synagogue is up here somewhere. So let's go and check it out and see if we can meet some Jews. See what they're like. Shalom. Просто приехал из Англии, хотел посмотреть здесь ваш город, что-то еврейский, можно так сказать, я не знаю. Хорошо. Да?
Отозвай.
Нормально?
Нормально. Да,
Понял.
это история нашей области и
Понятно.
города Биробиджана.
Ага. Да. А еврейский народ, они жили везде, или в принципе только Биробиджан, или где они жили?
Вот эти темные пункционы,
Да.
это еврейские населенные пункты. Сталинфельд,
Сталинфельд, окей, интересно.
Бирофельд,
Бирофельд.
Найфельд,
Фельд это слово...
поле,
Поле, понял.
Бирское поле, Новое поле, Сталинское поле,
Понял.
Сталиндорф.
Сталиндорф. А сейчас как называется? Наверное, не еще Сталинфорд.
Уже нет.
Да,
уже
понял.
всё.
Еврейская культура можно выпить? Вино или что-то?
Хо-хо!
Как хочется.
Евреи пьющий народ.
Это что это? Это еврейский типа кошер. А, кошерное вино.
Да, правильное вино. Правильное вино.
Понял.
Чистый виноград.
Так, теперь повторите за мной, мы говорим благословение перед тем, как
Я
мы
буду
надеваем.
говорить, что вы будете говорить, да?
Да, просто
Хорошо,
повторяем
окей.
слово за словом.
Окей.
Борух,
Борух,
Ато,
Ато,
Адейной,
Адиной,
Элойгейну,
Элехену,
Мелех,
Мелех,
Гоойлом,
Хоойлом,
Ашер,
Ашер,
Кидешону,
Кидешону,
Бемитсвойсов,
Даймитсоисов,
Вецивону,
Ветсивону,
Леганиях,
Леханиях,
Филин.
Филин.
Есть.
Них костяках дома своего и на воротах своих.
Есть.
Я еврей.
Сделали большое дело. Это называется бармитсва. Обычно это мальчик делает, когда ему 13 лет.
О, что будет следующее?
Да, типа... дальше...
Боюсь. Have I just been converted, without realising it, to Judaism? Am I now Jewish? I wasn't expecting that when I came to Birobidzhan. Shalom alachom. Well, this has been Birobidzhan, capital of the Jewish Autonomous Region. And it makes me wonder why they all left. Because I like Birobidzhan. It's got nice friendly people, nice parks and well looked after. Why would you want to go to dusty Israel when you could be here instead? I don't know. But anyway, we're getting out of here too, because we've got to go to our next destination, which is Khabarovsk. Let's go and make that journey. Well, any of you that know Russia will know that I'm not actually in Khabarovsk, but rather in the magnificent city of St. Petersburg. Let's go down to the river where our journey across Russia began last autumn, and I'll tell you the crazy story of what just happened to me. When I was heading to the railway station in Birobidzhan, I was approached on the street by a Russian female police officer called Yekaterina. Katya, привет. I know she's watching. She said, Benjamin, would you mind accompanying me to the police station? We want to clear up a few things. I was like, bloody hell, what choice have I got? Let's go. I was thrown in a Russian prison for a few days and then sent to court to defend myself against the charge, where I was found guilty. The punishment, one of the punishments, is that I'm being kicked out of Russia with immediate effect. Banned from coming back. I'm now going to head to the border, and yeah, I'll tell you a little bit more on the way. Goodbye, St. Petersburg. Well, as we wait for our taxi to come, it just reminds me once again that there is no country in the world that likes to shoot itself in its own foot like Russia. The one person online that had the bollocks to stand up and represent Russia in a good light and to show how great it is and its people, and the government bans me. It's unreal. But it's okay. One thing that I've learnt from travelling across the former Soviet Union is how to be a mujik. And mujiki, we don't complain, we don't cry about things, we take it on the chin. We'll be alright. Здравствуйте. Спасибо. Вы знаете, куда мы? Это далековато.
Да.
Да?
Все, да.
Готово где-то, да?
Да, конечно.
Хорошо, тогда. Давайте секундочку.
До свидания, лето. До свидания.
До свидания. Wow. Flipping it, they must have had powerful thighs back in the olden days, walking up and down these steps all day. Bloody hell. Whew. Well, we're in the town of Ivangorod, here on the border with Estonia. Over there is Estonia, and you may recognise that fort, castle behind me, because it was in a previous video I made. And just down there is the bridge I will walk across in a minute and leave Russia for the last time. A journey that began for me with my teacher Anna from Tomsk 30 years ago comes to an end now. And I feel it's like the right time. I've done all I'm ever going to do in the former USSR. I mean, I've seen spaceships and I've had adventures and been in a Soviet prison. So there's not much more I can achieve. But before I leave, I want to tell you about my friend James in England. James runs my local gym. He's a good lad and a smart lad, and he's also a football fanatic, loves football, follows his team. And before the World Cup in Russia in 2018, I said to James, I said, mate, are you going to go to the World Cup? It'll be awesome. And he went, oh, you're having a laugh, aren't you? I don't want to get my head kicked in by Russian hooligans. I don't want to go to a World Cup if I can't wear my England shirt with pride for fear of being attacked. And I said, James, what are you talking about? You've been reading the Daily Mail too much. There's more chance for a Russian asking you for a selfie than there is for one kicking your head in for no reason. But he wasn't having it, and he didn't go to the World Cup. But it made me think that if he, an intelligent guy like James, had that opinion, hello James by the way, if he had that idea of Russia, then God knows how many people around the world had a similar idea. similar misconceptions about the people here and in other former Soviet states. And so when I started my YouTube channel, it was fundamental to me that I came here and showed people and tried to change some preconceptions about the region. And I hope that over the course of the last, 100 videos or 150 videos, however many I've made in the former Soviet Union, that I've managed to change your perception a little bit. And despite recent events, that you don't judge the people of the region by the actions of their governments. That's up to you. But yeah, it's been an amazing journey. But let's now leave Russia and head over to Estonia. Спасибо, русский народ. Вы были охуенно. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is it. It's over. The last ever Soviet film. Excuse me, I picked up a chest infection in a Siberian prison cell. I'll tell you that story another time. But yeah, this really is it. No more Soviet videos. I want to thank all of you for watching, and all the people who appeared in all the videos and made them so enjoyable to make. It's been the greatest adventure of my life. Yeah, I don't know. What else can I say? I didn't realise this would be the last video. I didn't know I'd be thrown in a bloody prison and kicked out the country. So I don't have a big speech planned. I should say something wise and emotional, but I don't know. I'm not very good at that. I suppose my final words to you guys shall be... Do sviduli I slava SSSR. I had no idea it would be like this. Oh my god!
Он мне ревнует.
Спасибо, спасибо.
Купил услуг, имеется в виду. Зубы трещать.
This video has not got off to the best start. Stranded on the bloody border of Kalmykia.
Сейчас я тебе покажу, как русские.
Совет лучше всего. А сказка – это рассказка.
Here on the shores of the Baltic Sea, a little piece of the Soviet Union still remains. Смотри куда, Sergey, Sergey, куда? Sergey. Olksh. This is from this one small village. Look who died in the war. Adrashenko. What's that? It's a Caspian Sea monster! That's how you start a car in Dagestan, with a Soviet spoon. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Хорошо, все. Johnny, have you pulled? Johnny? Johnny Nashon! This is how you have to travel through a Soviet ex-slave on a Soviet motorcycle. Pink sausages, and we got our brown bread.
Они злые здесь, все наглые.
You're not Narodny. You're too posh for Narodny. I'm Narodny. I call them mushrooms.
Oh, Bleen! Man, you scared me. There's a man taking a shit. My bum has never been so abused.
Mine neither.
It's an actual Soviet spaceship. The Buran. What a great little town. What great lads. Кушай.
Семечки and beer?
Semishki and beer? Absolutely. Let's go and do it.
Поехали!
We're still in the Soviet Union. I'm going to have a Soviet ice cream. An awesome little adventure. We've seen some mosaics and I've met the Belarusian Jason Statham on the streets of Minsk.
Yes, hello. I mean, come on. I got too depressed from all that, so I need like a drink or something.
It's wie настоящий украинский мужчина тогда. Soviet snail. Victor Mindru, thief. This is the Soviet experience. Oh, je poño. They're trying to get me drunk. Shit beer. Ugh. О, осторожно, вода там. Осторожно, куда? О, куда?
I don't think we can climb any higher than this bolt.
I think the channel needs to stop now because I'm just gonna it's gonna be downhill from here. So you don't need to watch any more videos. It's never gonna be better than this.